side, you'll see the eastern end of Howe Island coming into view with a beautiful large house on it. The island to the right called Red Horse Island, and its distinction is having 5 man-made islands built around it by the owner. One of the charms of Island Lake, I'm told, is that you have to plan everything. A line of 10 cars for the ferry that carries 2 cars at a time, you might be slowed down on your journey quite a bit. Islanders claim that's one of the charms of living on an island. What we're entering now after leaving the Wanderers Channel is the third main channel from the Thousand Islands up to Kingston, called the Bateau Channel. And it has a very interesting...
camera dương lo zoom mà nó ngay đã hơi mưa tương tự này thì chúng ngay việc mà này
incredible whitewater rapids in the St. Lawrence River.
Khơi miền cọc xa tiếc con không?
They had standing waves in them up to 5 meters. They went up. That was based on indigenous canoe design. It was pointed.
Tên game ấy nhỉ?
But it had a crew of 5 and 4 rowers and a helmsman with another oar. And it could be rowed or sailed or pushed or pulled. And on the way
anh miền này cái ba cái lươn miền này mới cái ba dư ở chừng mờ khán này cọc thông chừng kia cọc thông mà đi mình cọc này nó cọc tại cọc thông chừng kia với nơi khang cọc cái đấy cọc lá ai cho từ đó lời thông
The height of their use was 1814 at the end of the War of 1812.
Chả la ba nó chả la.
After the war, there were 20,000 could make their way up here on their sail with oars without being overwhelmed by rough water. Or open lake and river. So it was named the Bateau Channel. For 1835, when the first steamboats began to be employed on the river, they were the trucks of the era, and it was only about 20 years ago. So leaving Bateau to the tide for a minute, if you look off to the right, to starboard, you'll see an immense mansion with 4 or 5 chimneys, the breed 90 years old. One can imagine that these mountains melted at the bottom and turned into limestone. But it is a special biome, Frontenac Arch, because of this ceramic rock. It has several species that are quite rare, and some of them are found up to black, rat snake, cross. Mice and toads, so on, but some people don't like them. Coming up now to the right and starboard is a smaller island. Rock is a mixture of water and rock.
Cọc này chỉ một
Special history. And this is probably an island where the whiskey, a tradition in the Royal Navy to have a pint of grog issued every day. And grog is 50% water. A pair of swans just off to the right. In order to improve morale among his sailors, Admiral Vernon instituted the practice of serving them rum every day. Up until long after the Second World War. It's not known whether grog actually improved the morale of Vernon's troops and sailors, but he did lose the Battle of Cartagena. But it established a lovely tradition in the Royal Navy. Off to the right, we're slowing down so we don't jostle the yachts in Trident Yacht Club. And Trident Yacht Club was another establishment created by Mr. He established the club
It is beautiful.
in the early 1900s as a place where American and Canadian recreational sailors and boaters could meet in peace and mutual respect. And it's a popular place with Ottawa sailors who bring their yachts down here and keep them for the summer and commute down from Ottawa to sail on the beautiful South Island. Size of eagles that soar with their wings at a slight V-shaped angle. Lovely, lovely flyers. They went extinct around the early 1900s and were reintroduced about 30 years ago and have since flourished again. Many of these mansions along. You'll also see evidence from time to time of construction on the water. There will be barges with excavation machines. Military electronics. There is a museum, the Military Electronics Museum, just west of Fort Henry along Highway 2. And they were offering a 50% discount on museum doors today. We have a wonderful collection of electronics, military electronics and signaling units.
Cho lý cho lại cái con mới có xa này. Đến cho tới kia này. Đến là kia này. Cắn mũ kia này. Đến kia này. Bài mũ này mất. Hả? Mua ấy phí vậy. Thế bán nó không?
Watch. Fishing lodge for 14 himself and 14 friends. Sadly, the place burned down in 1911. Mr. Nicholas rebuilt it in the style you see now. And he felt date to KTH for auctioning off as a fundraiser, and if you can believe it, back before First World War, it appears to its former glory. We're not sure if it's going to remain a private residence or open up as a fishing lodge again, but we wish them well. It's a magnificent place. He taught Hiawatha to respect all living things. Island, it has a tree on it, but the tree's dead. And on it you'll see a number of cormorants. And that's one of their animals. And the trees died. And once the trees die, it falls down, then the cormorants move on to a new patch of island with trees on it. And so the Ontario waterfront owners